Hello everyone, it's time for Bead Table Wednesday. I'm going to give you guys a second to find me here. If you're here, say hello. I'd love to hear from you guys. I'm going to rummage through my beads real quick while I wait for a few of you to pop on in. Running a few minutes late today, but hopefully that just means you are waiting patiently for me. Welcome you guys. Hello. Let me know where you're watching from today. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so I think we're gonna get started. Hi everyone, welcome. I'm looking a little fuzzy today. All right, hi Debbie and Barb and Laura, nice to see you guys here. Okay, so hi Donna. Guess what today is? First day of fall. I am so excited about this. I love fall, and to have it officially the start of fall just makes me super happy. Hi Deb from California, and Susan and Cookie from Texas. I'll send you some cool weather. Elsie and Janice and Debbie from Michigan. Hello guys. Hi Christine. Nice to see you guys all here. So today's the first day of fall and I am feeling it 100%. I love fall so much, and so I got to wear a sweater today, so that's super exciting. Hi Lynn. And so I have a pair of simple earrings we're going to make today. It will take us like 10 minutes or less. I don't know. And so just something fun to make to celebrate the season. So here they are. And I'm going to show you guys how to make little teeny tiny pumpkins. And we're going to put this together. And they're just a quick, easy little project. So I think you guys will like that a lot. All right. Cookie, I remember those days when 85 did feel like a cool day. I lived in Texas for like 10 years, and 85 would definitely be a fall day. That's like the height of summer here now. But all right. Hi, Cassandra. Nice to see you here. And Emily, Geraldine. Yes, you're in Washington, where you get to be a leaf peeper. Yay! All right, thank you guys about the hair. It's fuzzy, but that's okay. All right, let's turn the camera over and make these cute little pair of earrings. You guys are going to love them. They are super fast and easy. In case you missed it, here is the picture. And I'm going to show you guys again. I showed you guys before how to make those little pumpkins, so this is just a refresher. And these earrings whip up super quick. All right. So let's get to my camera here. So I did the little sample earrings with the traditional orange pumpkin and a teal or sagey. Well, no, it's a teal. Looks kind of sage on the camera. Matches my outfit today perfectly, which is why I made them. So I'm going to show you guys how to whip those up real quick. But I also wanted to show you guys a few different color options. We have the sea green with mercury finish that I thought would look really cute as little tiny pumpkins. And then my favorite pumpkins, I don't know about you, but my favorite pumpkins are white pumpkins. So we have a little bit of ivory. And then the other color that I have is this metallic mix. We have other non-pumpkin-y colors, and these are 10 millimeter melon beads. So these work really well for pumpkins for earring size. We also have size 12 melons, and then I have some big size 14 ones that I'll be putting back on the website today, and so you guys can check those out too. Geraldine, you never heard of the term leaf peeper until you moved to New Mexico. That's funny, since I wouldn't think New Mexico would be a real leaf peeping kind of place. I only have heard it on TV. We don't really call it leaf peeping here in Michigan. It's more like a New England kind of term, but we definitely love going to see the leaves around here too. All right, so those are the three colors. I have the traditional pumpkin, and I used some little limited edition disc beads for this one, but I'm going to show, for the example here on the video, I'm going to use my sage green branch disc beads and the white for this pumpkin design. And again, these are 10mm pumpkins. Then I'm going to need two 2-inch head pins that have the ball at the bottom. I have 2 little copper leaf charms. Any kind of little leaf. I got little oak leaves for this one though. And you're going to need 4 O beads, and O beads are just glass beads. And these are 4mm, I think. And you can get those at Beads to Live By. And then I have the forget-me-not spacers, and so this is what a whole strand looks like on the website. And this is like an olivey green color that I have. And then, what else do I need? Oh, my jump rings. I have 2 4mm jump rings. And these are 15.25mm jump rings from Vintage that have an etched cable design on them. And you could use any large jump ring. It doesn't have to necessarily be those ones. And then I need 2 ear wires. Yes, I've heard about that. That's what they call tourists. Barbara in Maine are leaf peepers. Oh, always reminds me of Gilmore Girls. And the Dragonfly Inn. Alright, so this is all we need for our project, and the last thing you're going to need is 18 gauge wire. I like to use the twisted wire, but you can use plain wire, and I'm using the brass twisted wire, but you could also use just plain brass wire or copper wire. An 18 gauge works really well. Debbie, I'm in South Haven, Michigan, which is southwest Michigan. On the lake we live, and so you will need a few inches of 20 gauge brass wire too. That's going to be our pumpkin vines. So I've cut about 2 inches of the 18 gauge wire, and I'm gonna grab my 2 earring beads. You want to make sure you're starting with a flush cut on the end of your wire. And I'm going to just make a simple loop. I'm going to do the top part of the earrings first. And you're going to slide on an O bead, the disc bead. And the disc beads I have in all different colors on my website. These are my favorite little beads to use in projects, are these little branch disc beads. And so we have the loop on the bottom going to left to right, and I'm going to do the top one the opposite way, so front to back. Okay, so there's my little top part of my earring. And now to make the pumpkin, you're going to need 2 10mm beads. And there's some variation on the strands, and so get 2 that match. You'll see some have more white and cream, and some have more of the mercury silvery finish on them. Oh, I forgot one more thing. You're in Harrison, 2 to 3 hours away. I'm assuming that's north. I'm not real familiar with Harrison, Debbie, but since an hour south of us is Indiana, I'm gonna assume you're north, but you could be east too. Okay, so we are going to, oh, and these are just 6mm bead caps, and these ones are little leafy flower ones, but you could use, ooh, helps if I can get that in focus, right? Oh, there we go. Little leafy ones. Okay, I'm going to throw my melon on. I'm going to put the bead cap upside down. And then I'm going to put the forget-me-not spacer bead. And that just, in my mind, it looks like a little bit of a leaf. That's why I add that little guy on top of there. He's stepping in as a leaf up there, or a stem, whichever. And I'm going to make a wrapped loop here on the top. And I'm actually going to use all of my my wire here. So I'm going to wrap 2 times tightly, and then I'm going to wrap loosely on top of those first 2 wraps until I use up all of the wire. Oh, maybe I'm just going to trim that off instead of trying to fight with it. How's that sound? I'm going to pinch that in. And then the last step for our little pumpkin, I'm going to take about 1.5 inches of the 20 gauge brass wire. So this is 20 gauge. It's kind of rubbed off, you can't see it there. But this is the pear wire in the brass color from Vintage. And I'm sticking it in between the bead and the spacer. I'm going to center it and then wrap it around nice and tight on the center here. And they're just overlapped once, just like that. And now, if these are a little bit long, you can cut them down. You want them to be about 1/2 inch long. And I'm going to take them, my pliers, and roll them towards the pumpkin. And this is going to create the little vines. And I'm going to repeat this on the other side. One's going to go up and one's going to go down. And what I definitely want to do is I want to make sure that the end of the wire is facing towards the bead and not sticking out, so that that little bit of copper wire that shows is facing towards the bead. And isn't this the most cutest little tiny pumpkin ever? And so that's going to be my pumpkin. I'm going to grab my jump ring here, and this is a 5mm jump ring, just a little skinny one. I'm going to stick my leaf on. Close that up. And now I'm ready to assemble. I know, these are so cute. And last year I did them larger and put them on a pendant, and so these guys as little earrings work really, really cute. So you can do them with the bigger 12 or 14mm melons if you want bigger pumpkins. Okay, I'm going to stick on the leaf and my pumpkin, and then my my disc bead. I'm going to close that up nice and tight. And now I'm ready to stick my earring wire on my earring. And within just a few minutes, you have an adorable little pair of fall earrings ready to wear out the door. Aren't those just the cutest little guys ever? I love them. And I like these because they're not real, like, they have a long wear through the season, so you could wear these all the way through Thanksgiving. So you could wear them from now until Thanksgiving, and they'll look adorable. So that is it. Oh, Janice, that's a cute idea. Janice says you could make a bracelet with a bunch of these little pumpkins. That would be super sweet. All right. That's it for today. Just a simple, fun, cute little pair of earrings. These ones are mine because look how perfect they match my, well, I have to pull my hair up if I want to have them show, but that's okay. So, yep, adorable little earrings ready to go in just a few minutes. I love them. So we have everything you need for these in kits, and the kits will be available in about, let's say at 2 o'clock. I'll have them up on the website at 2 o'clock. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Today was a super short little project. We have the whole video done within 15 minutes, so that's always fun. And yeah, so cute and sweet. And you can just do the pumpkins and not the little leaves if you wanted, or if you have different leaves, or you could do different little dangles on the bottom of here. So yeah, definitely kits are coming. I'm going to do them in the white and the copper. I mean the white and the orange color. The traditional pumpkin. So yay Sheila, I'm glad you like that. Sue, this sweater came from Old Navy, I think. All my clothes I buy at Old Navy are Torrid, but I'm pretty sure this one was an Old Navy one. Maybe. I've been buying way too many clothes this year. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I will not be doing a video this Friday. I have guests coming in, and I'll be visiting with my guests on Friday. So we're taking the weekend off and enjoying that, and so that'll be really fun. And you guys enjoy the first day of autumn. Do something autumny, whether it's making some jewelry today that reminds you of the season, or having something pumpkin spice. Or just sitting outside looking at leaves for a little while. Hope you guys have a fun and creative week, and don't forget to share your projects with me at the Humblebeads VIP group. I really love seeing what you guys make on there, and definitely share your Humblebeads projects in the group. If you haven't joined the group, it's free to join, and it's just the most friendliest, fun group. Such a great group of jewelry makers and designers and creative people. So Lynn, the online retreat update, I don't have any news yet, but I'm working on it. So next week we'll have news about the online retreat, other than it's going to be online. That's all I can say. That's ridiculous. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, so you guys, thank you so much. Share this video if you liked it, and definitely share if you make a pair of earrings inspired by this project. I would love to see them. And again, kits will be on the website at 2 o'clock. All right, you guys take care. I will talk to you later. Bye.